When to buy your engagement ring? You might be thinking the answer to this question is kind of obvious, like 2 months before the proposal, but it's not actually that easy. Let's go ahead and try to answer this question. My name is Serge, and I'm the owner of Nina Volvo Custom Jewelry. First of all, you need to be aware that 40% of the proposal happening around New Year Eve. And 31% of all of the proposal happens on December 24th. So if you want to propose around that time, you have to keep these numbers in mind because the production time goes from 2 months to 3 months. And also keep in mind that 2 months, it's actual production time from the time you approve the design to the time you receive the ring. So it does not count the time you choosing the ring or creating one. It might be easier to choose the one from the shelf that's already made, but what if you want the custom piece? Time is the most valuable resource in this case and in many others. So really take your time and do your research. Actually, first of all, try to figure out what do you exactly want to do? You want to do the surprise proposal and pick the ring on your own, or you want to pick it together? You really want to do your research. You're not going to become the jeweler by any means in a week or months, but you're going to know your topic much better, and that will allow you to make decision much better, much clearer. To get the idea of how valuable is the time in this process, let's take a look at the two examples. From the previous video, I found out that it's much easier to explain things that way. So let's say you decided to propose in November. You've been dating for 3 years and you decided to propose in November, so you start doing things and research in September. And you think that 2 months is enough to do everything. So you start researching things, you're reading about the diamonds, about the other stones, about the gold, and it starts making a mess in your head. And you don't even know what kind of style you want, what to pick. You're trying to find the best decision. And by the way, it's already the middle of September, so only 1.5 months left. And you understand that it's just not enough time, the deadline is close, and you lost, and you're just clicking on the ad, going through the spin-off sales of some sort of big company, you purchasing the ring, you actually paying extra, with a high probability you're paying extra to make your ring faster. You nervous, like you calling them every week, where's my ring, when it's gonna be ready? So you ended up with an average quality for higher than average price. Unfortunately, it's a very common scenario, and I'm seeing that through the weddings, through the forums, through Reddit. It's not only applies to the engagement ring, it's also applies to the other things. But let's say you started your research in May. And you doing your research from your comfort of your home, you're just drinking coffee, reading forums, reading blogs, watching the YouTube videos. It makes the mess in your head as well. But with time, it's actually going to the right shelf. You start making a picture. You probably spending like a month to do research. Yes, it's going to take you a month. To learn new things, it takes a long time, like to drive the car, to learn a new language. It really takes time. You cannot really force it. But now with all this knowledge, you can go to the jewelry store, you can talk with the salesperson, you can figure out if they know what they're talking about. You're making sure that you're on the same page, that your ideas align. So you're picking the person based on your knowledge, not based on how expensive their ad is. So you pick the right person and you started the custom ring process. You exchanged the ideas. Before that, you did your research. You asked her or his friends, family. You went through the Pinterest board or some other sources. You know quite a lot about the style, so you start doing the sketches with the jeweler. You're going back and forth, you're changing things, you're adding details, you're making the CAD model, and finally, with everything feels right, you're sending it to the production. And only from that point, it takes 2 months to finish the ring. Keep in mind that you already spent almost 2 months to research things, to carefully research things that you didn't know before. So you're waiting for this 2 months production process. You even asking your jeweler to make a video of how your ring being made. You finally receive the ring. You can feel the difference. Actually, you're looking at the piece, and you can see in each and every details, in the stones, in everything, that it's made thoughtfully, that the time really invested. You probably know what I'm talking about. When you see this kind of jewelry, you know it's custom made. So a couple weeks after you got this engagement ring, you go into one knee and you propose. And then a couple of days later, you're just sitting at home and you sharing the story of how this ring was made. You sharing how many new things you've learned, how exciting it was, or maybe not that exciting, I don't know. I hope it was. You sharing the sketches, you showing the thought process, like this design evolutionized through the time. You showing the CAD models. You even showing the videos how this ring was actually made. And that's very exciting. That's the story behind the piece. And what do you actually show in the first scenario? Like receipt or GIA certificate? That's it, really? You can see the difference. You can feel the difference. Now the story of the creation gonna go together with this piece through the time. I hope my pieces gonna go through the years, 10, 20 years. It's a very important piece of the story. And when you think back about it, the only difference is the time. That's like 2 months difference. That's the only thing. Both of these rings cost the same. Probably custom piece actually cost even less, because again, when you go with the first scenario, you'll have to pay for the brand name, you'll have to pay for the advertising, and someone who's actually making the custom piece, they usually advertise through the word of mouth, because jewelry advertising is pretty expensive. Same with the car insurance. Anyway, in the second scenario, you know exactly what you're paying for, and you're gonna get much more for the same amount, pretty much. It's actually a myth that custom jewelry costs more. It's not. You might say that I need this ring right now. I need it in like months and a half. I'm in a hurry. But let me ask you the other thing back. Like, how many years are you planning on wearing this ring? Like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years? How many years your parents wearing this ring? Like 30 years? And you're saying that if you're planning on wearing this year for 30 years, you don't have a month to do your research and figure out the best way of making it. Probably that's not true. I'm not trying to make a decision for you. I'm just trying to say that the time is a very valuable thing here. Invest it properly, do your research, read blogs, watch the videos on YouTube. Really take your time to make it right. You're gonna see it on the end product for sure. If you're watching this video, you're actually on the right direction. You're not in a hurry. You're taking your time to learn new things. As you can see, this question wasn't as simple as it seemed. I hope I answered this properly. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. It's very important for me to grow my YouTube channel here. And I wish you good luck in your journey. I'm pretty sure you're gonna pick the right ring. You're already on the right way. And I see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.